Hello, welcome back. I hope you're having an amazing day. Today I want to share 7 of my tips to shop less and stop spending money. Being a minimalist doesn't mean that we never shop. Of course, we are still going to need things, but here are a few tips on how I shop less often and some things that you might be able to apply to save some more money. If you're new here, my name is Shannon and you can hit subscribe to join my channel all about minimalism, decluttering, and simple living. Minimalism is not about doing without, it's more about trying to be intentional with what you keep in your home and also what you shop for on a regular basis. I have a full blog post on this that I will link down below for more information. Here are a few super simple tips on how to slow yourself down before running out and possibly purchasing something that you may not need, or maybe you already decluttered and are tempted to buy it yet again. Number 1 is to set up a shopping fund account or set a portion of your budget to shopping and set that aside within your budget. This sounds a little counterintuitive, but hear me out. Instead of rushing out to buy something the second you get the idea in your head, go ahead and set the money aside into your account or mark it down that money is going to be set aside for the purchase in the future. And then just wait about 3 to 6 months and write down what you were intending to purchase, and the money's already set aside for you. And then once that time has gone by, reevaluate if you really want that item still, or if you no longer need it or want it and it would have just been a quick impulse buy. It might also inspire you to see the money sitting there at the end of 6 months and maybe you no longer want to buy those things and instead use the money on a fun experience, or going and doing something, or adding that money to another savings account to build up for another goal that you have. The next time you get the idea to go to the mall or head to the computer and get on Amazon and start purchasing, try to switch your focus to something else, because a lot of the time something will pop into our heads or pop out of our heads, and if we go and make a quick impulse buy, there may be that feeling of regret right after it's been purchased. Instead of going shopping, maybe head out for a quick walk to clear your head and get some fresh air and just change the perspective of what's going on. Number 3, try to figure out the cause of what's triggering the shopping. By getting to the bottom of what could be triggering the thought to go shopping, to get that release, could really help you for future savings and also to avoid a lot of unneeded future purchases. Number 4 is to delete online shopping bookmarks. I know I have a lot of things bookmarked on my computer, and I try not to bookmark any stores because that just makes it a little bit harder to go shopping. When you see it right there on your bookmark line, it is very tempting to click and go shopping. So that's another way to try to take away some of those enticements. Number 5 is to make a list and try to stick to it. When you're out shopping for all the things that you need to buy, if you have a list and you are very strict and stick to your list, you are way less likely to put extra things in your cart, and you will thank yourself later when you don't have to go through your home and declutter yet again. Number 6 on my list is to find an accountability partner when you go shopping. So find your most frugal friend or someone that will only let you buy things that you truly need or that you really, really want and you are going to keep for a really long time, and let them be your accountability partner and let them be the bad guy and tell you, you don't need that. I know sometimes when my mom and I go shopping, I'll be that person, not because she wants me to be, but I'll say, don't you have something really similar to that at home? And she does the same for me. So it really does help to have someone with you when shopping that's frugal and can actually talk you out of purchases that you don't really need. And this brings me to number 7, double think all of your purchases. So ask yourself these questions: do I really need this, or do I just want it? Is there something that I have at home that is extremely similar, maybe a top in the exact same color with a slightly different cut? And can I use that instead for wherever I'm going to be going? And just think through all your purchases as much as possible. And especially if this is a kitchen item, double check your pantry and all of your kitchen utensils to make sure this isn't something that you already have at the back of your drawer and that you're maybe even buying a duplicate item, because I know that tends to happen for some people as well. A few more quick tips here. If you're out and about to spend even $10, think about other ways that you could possibly spend that money in the future. Could that be added to a fund to go on a vacation? Or could that be saved up for a fun program for one of your children? Just think into the future a little bit and other ways that that money could be spent. Also, make sure you check your budget before you go shopping. Is this going to put you over your budget and cause a lot of stress? That's one way to talk yourself out of a purchase pretty quickly, is the fact that you might now have to work harder to cover something that you're buying. And finally, is this a purchase you're making to replace something that could actually get repaired? You could always call around and see if it is cheaper, more cost effective to get the item repaired rather than replaced. This is just another way to save a little bit more money. I hope some of these tips have been helpful. I will link the blog post down below with a lot more details. And if you're new here, hit the subscribe button to join my channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.